Taoiseach, so insane has the housing crisis become, and so toothless have your laws on rent rises been, and so much power have you left in the hands of landlords that we now have a situation where sex for rent is becoming a reality for a lot of tenants. We don't have data in this country, but in England the Shelter Organisation reports 250,000 women have been propositioned by landlords in this way. I've had a young woman who was renting a bedsit in all but name in the Rathmines area who was a victim of this, and I'd like you to listen to some of the messages that she was sent. When she said she had to leave as the rent was too expensive, the landlord said, "Are you coming to live with me in my house?" She said, "Are you being serious?" And he replies, "Yes, I think you're beautiful. Maybe you can stay there for 2 months at half money and we go for dinner and see what happens." When she rejected this, he said, "I'll make you a better offer. You can stay for free until Christmas if we can agree something." Now, I have the text messages here, and I seriously think that it's high time that we collated data in this country, because you've allowed a situation where young women in very vulnerable situations, thankfully she was able to move on, could actually be put under undue stress and pressure because the landlords rule in this Dáil, and you've done nothing about it.
Minister Murphy.
You can, Corla, and thank you, Deputy, for the question. Just in relation to the initial point that you made about protections for renters, earlier this year we enacted the most substantial reform for protecting tenants that had been enacted since we brought in rent controls in the first place, and it had the majority support of this House in terms of getting those new protections in because they are so important. In relation to the specific case you talk about, that sounds disgusting and a horrible thing for someone to have to go through. It is absolutely a matter for the Guardian, a criminal matter, and I hope it has been addressed in that way. But in relation to the wider points you make and research being done in the UK, I will of course talk to the Minister for Justice about what might be possible in relation to these types of situations that women might be finding themselves in, because it's reprehensible.